Hi, Jennifer. How are you? ¿Cómo estás?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to talk with you. I really, really liked the movie. It was such a great surprise for me. I talked with Tonatiuh before. I heard Diego talk about your compromise with this. I talked with Bill Condon also. And one of the things that they talked me about was how difficult the musical numbers were. So I wanted to ask you because they are like if as if you were on a Broadway theater. They have no cuts. So I wanted to ask you how was the preparation, not the physical one because I mean you've done this before, but acting at the same time as you're dancing and singing. How was it? Was there something in particular that you prepared for this one?
Yeah, I mean it was very different in that the way he shot it and what they're asking of you and playing these three. I had to play three different characters. So every time I was doing a musical number, I was a different version of Ingrid Luna, right? Of myself in this movie, and not of myself, Jennifer, but of Ingrid Luna. And it was challenging. You're right, because it's like when I'm playing Aurora, there's this different way that she moves and elegance, a different way that she speaks, a different emotional core that's going on for her as she's meeting Armando and falling in love for the first time, and thinking she's cursed and afraid for him to fall in love with her because she doesn't want him to. There's all that going on for Aurora, and then you have the Spider Woman who's just waiting in the wings for her moment, for her kiss. It's coming. She can feel it coming from Aurora's falling in love. Finally, she's going to get what she has always wanted, which is just love too. And then you have Ingrid Luna who's helping Molina escape his own reality in that moment, and the love and exchange between them. I think the movie has a very beautiful kind of take on love being the most important thing in our lives, right? And storytelling in movies and how they get us through the most difficult moments of our lives. And
Yeah.
that relationship between Ingrid Luna and Molina is such a beautiful one. And I understand it because I have that with my own fans, where they've come to me and said, "Oh, you've saved me and helped me through the most difficult times in your life." And I go, "You did the same for me." There's such a beautiful thing that, has never really, I don't think, been captured on screen in that way. I think one of my favorite things is when she says, "Come with me, play with me. Like, let's go. Let's escape into our thing that we both love to do. And the world will be perfect just for a little while." It's just an amazing, beautiful concept and
Yeah.
such a real thing that we have. And playing the other two characters as well, and singing the different nuances of the Spider Woman and how she was very kind of powerful and steely and strong, and Aurora was vulnerable and soft and sweet, and and then Ingrid Luna was this powerhouse performer, entertainer who's in control of it all. It was a beautiful part to play, and to play all the little different pieces of it. So I felt very lucky to be able to do it.
And tell me something, because as I hear you, as you said, there are many things that have to do with the way you live your life and your persona on screen and on stage. But I wanted to ask you another thing, because you've worked before with Sonia Braga, right? You've
Yeah.
worked, I think, twice before with Sonia Braga, which originated the on-screen first iteration of this character. Did you remember something that you learned from working with her that kind of helped you build this character, or even helped you build the person and the artist that you are now?
I loved working with Sonia, and even years and years ago we were together. And then the last time, which when we did Shotgun Wedding, and she played my mom, what I love about Sonia is she's so authentically free in herself. I don't know if it's a Brazilian thing. I don't know what it is, but she is just the most beautiful, gorgeous woman, and so in her own womanness, her sensuality, everything about her. She's age doesn't matter for her. She's just transcendent. And I think what I just got from her being around her, not because she said anything, just in her being herself, so authentically herself, it reminded me that that's who I want to grow into. You know, as I go into this business and I mature and things change and all of the stuff that happens, that you can still hold on to the woman that you are. And if you can just be that authentic and that unapologetic about being who you are, just who you are as a woman, and you can she celebrates her womanhood. She has that long gorgeous hair and she lets it down and she's just everybody's captivated, you know, and she's not trying to do anything. It's just who she is. There's something about that in this business where everybody's always watching and trying to look perfect and do all of these things, where you just can be yourself. It reminded me, like, that's the superpower. It's just being
Yeah.
you, and really loving and celebrating you, and not trying to do or be anything else. But as far as the Spider Woman goes, and I love that about her, and I love being around her. As far as the Spider Woman goes, you know, it was very tricky when you step into like Sonia Braga or Cheetah Rivera's shoes, right? Because they're so iconic, right? And you kind of have to do your own thing because it's so different. The movie was the drama that she played was very different than the musical that Cheetah played. And I kind of had to do both of them, the drama and the musical, and put them together in a movie. And so it was a brand new thing. And I'm glad that Bill wanted to play it in a very different way than they had done it before, because it allowed me to kind of, you know, make it my own in a way. So I was very pleased with the idea of being picked to be the third in the succession of these women who came before me, but also very excited to do my own version of it.
And I think you capture both the character that you told me before
Yeah.
and Sonia's and Cheetah's spirit. You're also iconic, Jennifer. It's been such a pleasure talking with
Oh,
you.
thank
Really,
you.
really, it's been
Thank
a
you
pleasure.
so much,
Have a good
Gonzalo.
day. Hablas de una película que sucede durante una dictadura, un personaje LGBT latino, pero también hablas de estos otros personajes de Hollywood, de la masculinidad que enalteció Hollywood en ese momento en particular. Y pareciera que una cosa construyó una identidad que no le permitió a la otra crecer, ¿no? Como esta idea de lo masculino, esta idea de lo all American, de alguna forma es lo que mantuvo a la comunidad LGBT al margen, mantuvo también a la comunidad latina al margen. ¿Cómo fue interpretar esa dualidad? ¿Qué pensabas?
Mi misión fue que en un mundo donde están atacando la comunidad LGBTQ, la comunidad trans, a los latinos, quise asegurar darle dignidad y humanidad al 100 a Molina, y que la gente no se preocupara tanto de cómo se vea, pero que se preocupara más y que se enamorarían con sus ojos, con su alma, con su corazón, ¿no? Y quise asegurar vivir la experiencia de estar adentro de una dictadura, en una prisión dentro de una dictadura.
Yo le había huido un poquito al Beso de la Mujer Araña, el musical. Básicamente no lo conocía, seguramente por algún prejuicio o por alguna omisión. Me recordó mucho mientras lo filmábamos, antes, durante y después. Inspirado, por supuesto, influenciado, y me recordó mucho el cine político de los 70. El Apando, Estado de Sitio y otras películas latinoamericanas, y cómo nuestro cine, sobre todo de esa época, e incluso el cine independiente norteamericano de esa época, estaba despojado no quiero usar malas palabras, de la belleza es un decir, pero estaba despojado de lo adulcorado, pues, ¿no? O sea, la fotografía era casi, no sé si usaban AGFA en el material, pues, pero era todo como si fueran documentales, ¿no?
Y como tener a Diego, a Jennifer y a mí ahí, lo que estamos diciendo inconscientemente es: latinos son Hollywood. No es Latin Hollywood. Latinos son Hollywood y siempre han sido Hollywood. No, nunca nos han podido borrar de ahí. Siempre hemos sido parte de esa historia.
Hace todavía unos meses que apenas que se estrenó en Estados Unidos la película y que había muchas preguntas alrededor de, ¿tú crees que sea pertinente hablar de este tema en estos tiempos? Wow, pues nunca más pertinente, ¿no?
En Estados Unidos, ¿no? Además.
Es increíble que sigamos con esa pertinencia, ¿no? Porque no puede ser, no puede ser. Qué bravura de los productores y de Bill de hacer esta película con latinos, de un tema latino, para hablar de los Estados Unidos.